Hello, folks, back again. This time from the house of Lalique, and the fragrance is called Lalique White. Well, I can understand I'm very late to the party, but they say better late than never. This fragrance is prolifically reviewed online, flooded with feedbacks. Your A-lister YouTubers have reviewed it, um, and said great things about this fragrance. Um, So let's see. I would say there is no hype for this fragrance, but there is a big talk for this fragrance. Um, is it worthy? I bought it for $30 online. It was a blind purchase as usual. So let me start with my first impression. This is 125 ml bottle, by the way. Very nice looking bottle. Um, So I will share with you my experience, my first impression. I've been wearing it for now 1 week, so I had a good enough time to give it a full wearings. Um, so let's talk about the journey after my first spray. What journey? Because when you do your first impression, you have not sniffed any fragrance for the first time. Never smelled it before. Fragrance tend to take you to the journeys. So I would like to share my journey. So the first initial spray took me to my childhood. Surprisingly, when I sprayed, um, it has that dated and barbershop vibe to it. It took me when my father used to take me to, for haircut to the barbershop. Just for the reference, I'm in my late 30s now, and also it reminded me of my father old aftershaves. Um, Not this is not necessarily a bad thing. After giving it a full wearing, I don't see that barbershop feeling anymore there. Maybe slightly hinted, but I still feel like it does not smell modern or does not smell even timeless. When I say timeless, fragrance like Ancre Noir from the mid 2000 Armani Code, your Cartier declaration. And I can see there is a reason behind why it does not smell very modern. It smells very natural, and the natural ingredients kind of resonates with you from your childhood. The ingredients are so blended in this. Probably that's one of the reason. So it's a very soft fragrance, guys. You can apply. You can be so generous. Today I'm wearing about like 20 sprays on me. It's not choking me out. It does not choke people around you. Um, it's pretty masculine for sure. So let's not now dissect the ingredient itself. I'm very unfortunate to not to get any pencil shaving vibe from it, which is this fragrance is pretty known for. Up to now, no. It had grew on me, but up to now, I did not smell or experienced any kind of wood from this fragrance. So I will not repeat anything which is listed as far the ingredient goes, but I will talk about what I felt, what I get from this fragrance. So I thought, to my nose, it opens up oily, lemony, and then it's all about pepper. This is it. Um, Now, if you're not someone who's like a connoisseur, who has a finest taste, or at least try to have finest taste, you will give it a chance. But if you're someone who feel like that scented, anyways, perfumes are just a scented water, or there's no such thing as top notes, base notes, and middle notes, and the forms of perfumes from artistry level, blah blah blah, and you feel like, okay, you buy perfume just for the either they are good, either they are bad. Chances are you will throw out this out of your window. But if you are someone who has a best of interest in perfumes, who like to learn about perfumes, especially about the artistry level, you will be rewarded. I can promise you that. Because what I've learned about these houses, they don't houses like Lalique or the perfumer like Christine Nagel, they don't play around with their audience. uh, with their clients, with their customers. They have a big reputation, and they don't make Mickey Mouse fragrances. They don't joke with, like I said, with their audience. So there's always an aspect of they try to achieve something when they try to make a fragrance. There's artistry level to it. Now it can be a miss or it can be a hit, but artistry level is always there. They're always on a verge to create something and put it on the table. You may like it, you may not like it, but as far you understand the fragrance, it should be good. For me, this fragrance shines in its verge of drying down and not dried down. It kind of take a U-turn because that lemony, oily, and peppery thing slightly converts into sweet, wet, and earthy feeling to it, which is beautiful, guys. I can feel that after the moment it starts drying down, I don't know, for some reason it started to get little warm also. I don't see, maybe a hint of powderiness. Maybe. I feel like there is a kind of powdery feeling to it. The best way I can describe this fragrance. I did an experiment with this fragrance. I sprayed 6:30 in the morning on my shirt. About like 7, 8, 9 sprays maybe. I came home around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I hung it this fragrance on the what you call that, stand. And I slept, and in the evening when I was up, now this it does not mean that the room was filled with the fragrance and all, but around 6, 7 o'clock in the evening when I pass from my shirt, I started to get sniffs of that wet and beautiful thing. This was my first impression I'm talking about. That's how I learned about this fragrance. And from the arm distance, when I waved my shirt, I can easily get the traces. So no wonder people who have shared their experience that even after 5, 6 hours, they had got compliment from this fragrance. This is what is all about. Towards drying down, and after dry down, this fragrance still remains on you, but in the form of whiffs. When you'll move people around you, even yourself, you will get that very traces, very small, tiny bit of traces, and that whiffs of that beautiful, very natural smelling. Um, it has also been compared to bar of soap, and I kind of agree, but especially with that famous house of Fa, it has that feeling to it. But to me, that bar of soap is very synthetic, very fresh, and very clean, like out of shower gel, out of shower. It does not feel like that. It's very clean and very fresh. It has that feeling to it, but in a very natural way. So if I have to conclude now this fragrance, I would say it's classy, it's elegant, it's very natural smelling, and it's unique. I have never sniffed anything like this before in my life. Age group, I believe, like pretty much for mature audience, but a young guy can also pull it off easily, who is very focused, who's not, flirting around and all. Someone who's very focused and very career oriented. These kind of boys, like young guys, they can easily pull it off because it has that mature feeling to it. So yeah, I think under $30, it's a collector's item. Yet it's a very dumb reach. You can pull it off any time of the year, any time of the weather. It works, guys. It's a beautiful scent. I mean, I'm really happy. I'm very impressed by this fragrance, and I cannot go enough praises for this fragrance. So it's highly recommended, guys. But if you're able to test it and give it some time, it'll be good for you. This kind of fragrance grow on you. So this is my impression on Lalique. Hope it helps you and for your next buy. And stay tuned for my next review on whatsoever fragrance I buy. Till then, take care, guys. Bye.